Hey everyone, just popping in real quickly for the content warnings as we unfortunately discuss domestic abuse and also mange for some reason. Anyway, hope you enjoy.
Hi, welcome to this episode of Why Did I Watch This Movie? I'm your host, Jacob, as usual. Here with my guests.
I'm Finn.
And I'm Sky.
Yes.
Okay. And today, this week, we ask, why did we watch Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer?
Theme tune! And for fuck's sake. Alright, synopsis. The Fantastic Four...
Sorry, I was going to say, you said, why did I watch this movie?
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah,
that's not the name of the show, you idiot.
Well, you guys are,
Yeah.
I'm the host of the show, and you guys are just the guests.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright, the Fantastic Four return to the big screen as a new and all-powerful enemy threatens the Earth. The seemingly unstoppable Silver Surfer, but all is not what it seems. There are old and new enemies that pose a greater threat than the intrepid superheroes realize.
That probably doesn't summarize much of the movie besides, maybe the last, 10 minutes.
Yeah, kind of.
So...
Clearly marrying each other. That is the primary plot of this movie.
It is the most important plot. So, okay. Did you like this one more or less than the first one?
I'd say less.
I'd say less.
Okay, I'd probably argue more.
That
All right,
is insanity.
You're in the minority, Sky. Explain yourself.
Yeah.
God, I'm always in the minority. Okay, so
on this show, rarely.
No, even on this show, I'm usually the minority. In more than one ways.
Yeah, it's
but, I don't know. It was just generally funnier and more comic booky than the first one.
More comic booky?
Yeah, it had more of it has more of that general comic book flair to it, of the stupid stuff. And Johnny
So
Storm.
Liked the first 30 minutes.
What was that?
So you liked the first 30 minutes.
I wouldn't say I liked it, but I was more content. I liked the first 30 minutes of the first one more, but this one I was the first 30 minutes of the first one were awesome. It's just the rest of it I wasn't too keen on. But this one I was more keen on the rest of the movie. The first 30 minutes was
Finn, I know why Sky likes this.
Why?
Silver Surfer hot.
I mean, obviously, but...
The entire reason. Notice who shows up at that minute mark? Who becomes the main character at that time?
Damn, you're right.
You just want Silver Surfer to be on screen more. Holy shit.
I mean, that's not the only reason, but sure. Go off, sis. But I don't know, man. I just liked it more than the first one. It was just easier to get through.
I think it's worth saying because this one, it feels like it has less substance to it. I guess because for our main characters, our Fantastic Four, they don't really do much. They don't. None of them really have an arc during this movie. No one really grows or changes. They just try to have a damn wedding. The biggest change is one of your guys' main things that you disliked about the last one of Johnny Storm becomes monogamous in the last 5 minutes, and that's you get that.
I don't think he was. Well, I guess yes, he grows monogamous at the end, but I was like, he wasn't poly before. It was more just he was a playboy before.
He
Yeah,
He's
settles
like, yo,
down.
I'll fuck you left, right, and center.
Monogamous doesn't mean not poly.
Yeah.
He just settles down.
Yeah, he settles down. Yeah.
But like,
Um,
also no, he doesn't because he burns. He doesn't want to get married.
that is true. That was pretty crazy.
I didn't remember much from this movie or like either of them really, but I remember him burning the flowers.
Yeah, that felt weird.
Did it?
I mean, like,
It felt in
As, like-
character.
I mean, it felt in character. I think just in general, it's like that's a weird thing to be like. So like, he's like, no, I gotta do this. I gotta do this. Fuck.
What?
He's like, oh shit, I gotta fucking burn these flowers. I don't know. It's just what.
Do you remember when he burns the flowers? He's not even on camera.
Yeah.
I know, but he gave that vibe off though.
He said sorry. It panned over to him and he said sorry, force of habit.
Yeah.
Like like a
Yeah, but he gave the vibe of someone anxious, and then he's like, nah, see, sorry, force of habit. Anyway, guys, we gotta go. We need to fight off these people. That might just be me. He gives off a bit of an anxious wreck.
I think that is just you.
Okay, well,
You're
yeah.
projecting. I think you're projecting.
Again, the minority.
Like,
Yeah.
That was like the last scene in the movie.
Alright, anyway, I can cut this out. Anyway, so back to the episode.
That's crazy.
Don't you fucking cut it out!
I get thrown in the marketplace.
Hey,
like,
I'm the editor. I can just cut out anything that I think is not good.
You don't cut the shit I ask you to cut out.
No, because the stuff you asked to cut out is funny. I'm not funny, though.
But not to cut out when he says his fucking where he lives and his home address.
Hey, look, it's funny that people send you a bird shit.
You're like, no, that's funny. It's funny.
No, it's funny that people can send you bomb threats to your house. It's not funny when It's not funny when I. It's not funny when my jokes don't land.
You misremember one thing. It's all over. Nuke the episode. Nuke the episode.
Yeah, no, I think we should just.
This is the
restart
lost
everything.
episode.
Hey, we do have one episode behind paywall. That's a paywall that doesn't exist, but we do have one.
We do?
Yeah, the Evil Dead Rise episode.
Oh yeah, our practice episode to get the
Yeah. Just to
get
vibe it out, to see what we were like.
Yeah, and
The answer was, I don't know.
and if you send us $20 right now, you can
Then you
get
get the episode.
you can get that episode.
Yeah, but if anyone else gets their hands on it on a USB stick, but if anyone else gets it, I'm coming for your head.
Please send 1 Bitcoin on a USB stick.
Yeah, we accept Bitcoin, I guess.
Singular Bitcoins on USB sticks exclusively. We don't fuck with wallets.
Send $50 to this Venmo account.
As for the fucking movie.
Look, there's so much shit where we just don't.
I understand you're frothing over the Silver Surfer because the effects are pretty good.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
I think
also
definitely
he
better.
has the voice of Lawrence Fishburne. I mean,
He does,
come on.
yeah. It's like, his effects are like they're good. Like,
Oh
they're
yeah.
perfect. It's the same kind of thing as like the T1000 and T2, like where like that like kind of chrome metal look has been kind of like around in CG for a while, and they kind of just gotten that quite well. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Like the colors get kind of weird sometimes of how he just always stays like this silver, despite being chrome, so it kind of like clashes a bit. But like overall, it's
I mean, when he gets his superpowers kind of sucked out of him, he kind of turns grey, like he turns matte.
yeah. Oh, they do a lot of really cool animation with him though, like with the surfboard and everything. Like when he eats the missile, just goes into the surfboard.
Yeah.
And like the way they do his movements and everything, it is very well animated overall. And you can say that consistently as well. Like I think Johnny is better animated in this one too, and like
1,000%.
But ironically,
I just realized something.
somehow fucked up
Sorry.
Sue.
Wait,
Why
what?
is she
Sorry?
wearing blue contacts? Why does she have blue eyeshadow?
Mm.
Did someone complain that she didn't have blue enough eyes in the first one? So like they were
Oh
like, all
my
right, fuck
God.
you, we're gonna make them so blue you won't see anything else.
That's
But
pretty funny.
I think like the Silver Surfer is like his amazing performance is largely down to the physical performer, Doug Jones.
Yeah, that's the
Um,
thing I was about to bring up. I was like,
Yeah,
oh wait, yeah, no, this the voice actor and then the physical actor, and I was
yeah.
like confused about that for a second.
Because Doug Jones is Abe Sapien in Hellboy. He's the fish man
Really?
in he's the fish man in The Shape of Water. He's the pale man in Pan's Labyrinth, the one with the eyes in his hand.
Damn, he's just a
Um,
Guillermo del Toro boy.
and,
So
most recently, he's also been Baron Afanas in What We Do in the Shadows.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean he's a great voice. He's great at voice.
Mm.
he's a very physical actor because
Mm.
because of the things being Hellboy, Shape of Water, and Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Real lanky, fishy skin thing boys.
Yeah, he
I don't know what you
plays
would count
creepy
the
well.
pants. I don't know what you count the pale man as, but like
Creepy.
a skin
Let's
thing.
just call him creepy.
Fair enough. Okay, a skin sack.
Oh.
Dude, I would love to have seen what they did, where they would do Galactus instead of making him just a big fart cloud.
Oh,
Look,
I hated Galactus in this movie.
Well, okay. So I didn't particularly like it, but in terms of like, was this like still like mid 2000s graphics? I think they did the best choice of what they could do.
I don't
He's
think
just
that's
a-
true.
I don't think that's right either, because he's just a big man.
The practical
Well, yeah,
effects
that's the thing.
on
I
are
feel like
so good.
people were not ready for that.
I don't. The Thing exists, and he looks good, and like, so Silver Surfer exists. He looks good enough. Like, I think it's definitely okay. Like, maybe like the bright pink for everything is like a bit much, but like,
Mm.
I think you could do it in like a way that is fine.
Yeah, I think it could have been done. I think he could have been a character and not a set piece.
But I guess also the problem of the problem, at least for a movie, to have Galactus and the Silver Surfer exist in these ways is that like you can't fully explore both as much because it's an ensemble movie. Like you have four characters to have full arcs for, which they do not do in this movie. But yeah, that's like you're supposed to do that for each movie.
I mean,
I think
at the same time, though, you can't have Galactus without the Silver Surfer, and vice versa.
No, I know. So like they made their choice to just axe Galactus.
Mm.
But the real problem is that they had Doctor Doom back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
you know, it's a
Dr. Doom
brave.
was Galactus, like we'd be fine. Doctor Doom in the end never did anything in the entire movie.
No.
Yeah, that is true. It's a brave choice, like for this movie to be like, and we're going to introduce Galactus because look, like I said, like with what they had being like just I don't know like a celestial being just consuming a planet, like I'm not sure if they could have really. I'm just trying to think in terms of effects wise. I don't know if they could have pulled that off and made it still look good compared to all the other shit they had going on with Silver Surfer looking good and like I know like Johnny Storm looking good. I just don't think they could have pulled off effects wise a Galactus, a big man eating. Like a giant man eating a planet. I don't know if they could have pulled that off.
But on like Galactus, like the cloud, I found it so funny that no one noticed that it was coming. Like this Earth, bigger than Earth-sized cloud is moving directly for Earth, and no one noticed. Or honestly, seems to care.
Yeah, no, after they realized that the Fantastic Four could do it all, they were like, all right, well, I guess we gotta defund everything else so they have all the money. All right, we're gonna defund NASA, the Hubble telescope, maybe cut back on the military. The Fantastic have got this.
Everyone, don't look in the sky. It's crazy.
Don't look up there. Don't worry, Mr. Stretchy Man Reed has got
Mr. Stretchy Man has it.
Yeah, even though he's been focusing on his wedding this entire time, but also not on the actual day of his wedding, where he instead tried to make sure that a military thing was done.
No, but that's valid as shit.
Yeah, look, he made the right choice, but then it's also like it's just really
But
funny.
say,
It worked out in the end.
It
Like,
works out in the end. It's just funny. Ben's like, dude, your wedding's really soon. You might want to get ready. He's like, no, it's all good. I got this.
I got it. Don't worry.
The week before the Thames was drained. Like, we are in pretty dire straits, guys. I think it's okay to be checking this. And then it shows. I mean, like, Sue wasn't mad. She like understood.
He
Yeah.
was a little bit mad at the beginning when his phone was going. Well, when the device was started beeping.
Whenever she like mad at the wedding stuff, she was never like mad at him. She was mad at the situation, which I think was like kind of makes sense. But also, the entire thing was like, do they feel like raising a family in what makes superheroes is doable? They just somehow magically end the movie and go, "Yep, world almost just ended, and yes, we should raise a child like this."
Do we want our boy Frank live at the little god boy being raised in this world? Franklin,
Yeah,
that's it.
sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is just a thing that I had written down. Well, I mean, first off, I was like, I really like Ben Grimm. Ben Grimm's still the goat of this movie.
Really, I don't think doing anything.
Oh, like it's more just that I like his character. His acting is just so good. But
he had like a pretty big role in the last one, and then this one I feel like he just like was there.
Well, like the whole movie was kind of about Ben, at least for the most part, being like, okay, we need to turn Ben back to a man.
Yeah, but he also just like he saw his emotions, what he was doing, and in this one, he really is just a supporting character. He's not a main character.
But then also there was a hologram in their office, and I just said Ellen DeGeneres receptionist because she looked a bit like Ellen DeGeneres.
That's homophobic.
What do you mean?
You think all blonde lesbians look the same?
No, just the ones that look like Ellen DeGeneres. Okay, quickly, my favorite game was the budget and box office.
Oh, I haven't. Oh, okay, I can actually do this one. I haven't looked it up.
Oh,
all right.
The budget has to be higher, right?
I'm just gonna play safe. I'm gonna go 150 budget, 300 box office.
Oh, so you're assuming it's like 50 more than the last one, but made the same?
Yeah.
Okay. And Jakob?
I think you're quite wrong. I think you're decent on the budget, but I'm pretty sure this movie did bad.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Like, I don't remember exactly, but like they didn't make any more. Whereas they clearly probably wanted to.
Well, how many villains are there in the Fantastic Four?
There's a lot. Fantastic Four has been coming out since the fucking.
I know, but like in terms of like villains, they obviously have Doom, Galactus,
Mole Man.
Silver Surfer sometimes, but a Mole Man?
Yeah,
Man,
Mole
why
Man.
didn't they do Mole Man? That would have been a much better. Well, I mean, look, I get like wanting to go big, go home. Like Galactus, yeah, he's an awesome threat.
Yeah,
but
Mole
also,
Man.
like, for the timing, you should have gone for something else. I don't
Mole
think you had the right time. But okay, yeah. So,
I
Jacob,
think
what do you
Mole
think?
Man was their first villain,
Really?
if I remember rightly.
Then I'll say 151,000.
1,000?
Per million, sorry, 151 million.
Okay.
To hedge my bets, 301 million box office.
So you think it...
No, actually, I'm
okay.
lying. I think 200 million box office.
200,000.
I think it was still profitable. But I don't think it was like as much of a success. Or honestly, it might have been a flop, and like I think it's a very high chance.
I just saw it, and oh my god.
Jessica Alba is wearing a wig sometimes, is super blonde, and isn't nearly as hot.
And blue contacts.
Jessica Alba isn't hot in this movie. Johnny Storm is almost never shirtless. I don't think this movie has what the other one did, and I think audiences would reflect.
Yeah. All right. Well, so the budget 120 to 130. So
Pretty close,
we're a bit off the mark on that one.
Finland.
We're relatively close.
Relatively close, yeah. And then box office 301 million. Jacob, you should have stuck with your second guess.
No fucking way, 301.
301.9. So if you want to round that up to 302, then sure, but yeah.
What was the first one again? How much did the first one make?
I don't actually know. Let me check
I'll have
that.
a look. I'll
Okay.
get it.
But it's just
They're
fucking...
about the same. That's kind of surprising.
Yeah.
I'm sure they didn't make more then.
I mean, like, maybe it lost some money.
No, that means it made less money back.
Yeah, but like in terms of like distribution and promotional stuff.
No, that's not
First
included.
one-
That's included.
First one had a budget of roughly 90 million and box office of 335.
Okay.
That
Yeah,
is
that's
so
crazy.
much money for the budget.
What?
190 million.
No.
No,
90.
90. I said roughly 90 million.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said 109. I was like, Jesus Christ.
No. So I guess ratio-wise, it is a less profitable.
Like less
Like,
profitable bit.
More the same.
Still did good.
A similar amount of people watched it.
Yeah.
But I guess it kind of really burnt all their stuff because the license to all of the big Fantastic Four villains kind of do lie on the side of what Disney owned.
Yeah.
Disney owned it?
Well, okay, not at the Marvel owned. Whatever other company was.
Marvel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so
Oh.
on
So
its
they
opening...
have the rights to a lot of things?
My knowledge, yeah. I might be wrong, but like Ego the Living Planet is a big villain of theirs. So Kang the Conqueror is.
Yeah, true.
But like, it's not crazy to. I mean, a lot of these things are super arguable. Like they do that constantly with these things. Of like, whoever owns it is usually whoever like comic they show up first and or like is most well known for. Like, for example, like characters like Doom or Silver Surfer and stuff like that appear in many other people's different comics unrelated to the Fantastic Four.
But
like,
they are a Fantastic Four.
but damn Fantastic Four things.
But like, I'm on their wiki page right now because it's helpful. But like other ones that I think of the main ones that I think Marvel owned were the Skrulls, Ronan the Accuser, who was in the first Guardians.
They should have done a Spider-Man crossover. They both had they had the rights to both.
No, Sony had the rights to Spider-Man. This was
Sony?
This was 20th Century Fox.
Oh, I thought this was Sony the whole time.
These are the same people who are X-Men.
They had the Simpsons.
Correct, yes.
They could have done a Simpsons crossover.
And more importantly,
True.
X-Men.
Oh, I think secondarily.
Oh, so I found two
the
really
Fantastic Four and
interesting
X-Men
things.
don't really cross over that much, apart from that time when Wolverine was briefly a member of the Fantastic Four.
Hey, boop, boop, boop. Remember, Silver Surfer. Remember your wife.
Yeah. Thank you, Professor X. I remember my wife.
But so I just found these two really interesting things, being the reception box office wise, from Wikipedia. On its opening weekend, the film was the highest-grossing movie at the US box office, reaching approximately 58 million, 2 million more than its predecessor. But its second weekend, the film suffered a 66% drop and a 54% drop in its third weekend. The film grossed as much as we said, including a 131.9 million gross in the United States and Canada, the budget, yada yada yada. But the other really interesting thing was the cancelled sequel. So here we go. The main four cast originally signed a third movie deal with Fox Studios, and Julian McMahon also signed for a third film. Yeah. Michael Chiklis was told Ben Grimm's relationship with Alice Masters would have a greater focus in the third movie, and Jessica Alba expressed interest in introducing Franklin Richards. So they were going to have a boy. But while Bo Garrett wished to return as Nova, Tim Story director said he was interested in directing a third and fourth film, and writer Don Payne stated while he he had not discussed a sequel with the studio. He was interested in working with more fantastic characters, saying, "I've also loved the Inhumans, the Skrulls, the Puppet Master, the Annihilist, Negative Zone." In May 2007, the story said he wanted a Desmond
Jimon.
Honsu. What?
Jimon.
Oh, okay. Jimon Honsu to play Black Panther, as Fantastic Four: Rise of Silver Surfer performed less at the box office than the first film. 20th Century was unsure of the series in the future, and no script was in development. In March 2008, Chris Evans revealed, "I'm pretty sure we won't do another one. I'm assuming that one is a closed book." So, God fucking damn it.
But I mean,
like, everyone on the side was like, "Yeah, we're down," and then it just
because it made just not as much as the
it did. Like,
because the second one cost more, and they were like, okay, well, it didn't do like greatly, then yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I guess it just didn't. They assumed that the sequel would return a lot more than it did. But they thought it was going to be like a bigger hit.
Which, like, god damn it, man! I was looking like they were gonna have Black Panther. The guy was interested in the Skrulls and the Puppet Master and shit. The Negative Zone.
You could get a lot out of it because, like, I assume Warner Bros. Caring about that, but toy sales alone have to be insane for the.
They must have been.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like, and that should have made up for most of it. I guess I don't know if they hold the toy rights because that might have been one of the things that Marvel still held. I don't remember exactly.
Mm.
Like, I don't see why it wouldn't be worth it. It's like such a good IP, but I guess they weren't thinking of it back then. They didn't know what they had.
Were people more greedy with the right holding back then?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that answers my question then.
Right holding, but also just sitting on it as opposed to doing anything with it.
Like,
it's basically just I own it so that you don't.
Yeah.
I mean, Sony made it pretty like Marvel was ready to sell everything to Sony, but we're like, no, we just want Spider-Man.
Wasn't it at the time because Marvel, as in the comics company, was going out of business?
Yeah. Which I mean, like,
then the movies really helped revitalize it.
Yeah.
They sold a lot of them in order to like just exist.
Which I mean, like Sony, like, I mean, look, granted, owning Spider-Man is still like a pretty solid thing because he's still probably Spider-Man still brings in more of a crowd than probably still just Marvel movies alone. Like, there's just so much more with Spider-Man movies, but also Sony shits the bed quite a bit.
Yeah.
And most people still say, like, even though Marvel like taking the dip, like they'll still say, "Oh, but I'll watch the Spider-Man movies when they come out."
Yeah.
It's Morbin time.
No, Sony doesn't miss. Sony doesn't miss.
Well,
the Spider-Man expanded universe without Spider-Man, I think, is a great idea.
Did you see that they, after Craven and Madam Web were massive flops, they've just said, we're canning it. We're canning that whole thing.
Good for them. Good for them.
Good for them. They learned their lesson finally.
After so many times of shitting the bed, learning.
It's because Venom did well. That's why.
Which I don't even think the first one was a good movie. The first one if I'm remembering, kind of sucked. Like, but it just made money. I don't even remember it. I don't even remember liking it. But and I mean, look, the gays also loved it because it's like, oh, look, these two men falling in love and they have a parasitic relationship.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, where did that come from, Scott? Don't speak for
like,
all the gays.
Have you never been on the internet?
No. I feel like I started reading something about this movie for a second, and then you guys are talking about some other random thing.
Talk about Venom.
Yeah. But also, do you know how much they fucked up with Morbius?
Everyone does.
They re-released it because people are like, they're memeing about it, so therefore it's gonna make more money on its second release. No, bitch, it made just no money.
Highest grossing movie of all time.
God, I love Sony so much by how much they fuck up, but I'm glad they learned their lesson. But Also,
Mm.
please release more of your production emails. Like, have you read some of the emails back and forth between producers?
Yeah, it's pretty fucking
It's
funny.
the best thing in the world. It's 80-year-old men talking about what they think the kids like. And it's just beautiful. But anyway, back to the movie. So
Yeah. Okay, what did you think of the power swap subplot?
God, it's
It was so
not
dumb.
because it's a bad idea. Like when Johnny turns into like goes all rock, like I think they actually again look decent. But like combining them all together just looked so bad, and
yeah,
they really got too in the weeds of ideas, and I think this happens a lot with the comic book movies. Like you saw this in like Spider-Man 3, where they just like they don't narrow their scale enough. They forget that they're making a movie about people in the end, and they just start adding concept, superhero, fucking toys, damn it, toys. So they just make these new versions of the characters of all of them being transformed and having all the different abilities, and they look like shit. You have like when they're flying in the car and stuff and going through, and I think when they're fighting Doom in that way, I find that very funny. Like, because they're clearly only like two of them can contribute here, which is Johnny and Sue, and the other two contribute, but it makes no fucking sense that Doom like it's just that bad.
I mean, I'd probably say like maybe like Ben can contribute because like I don't know makes punches stronger because he's rock, but and I don't know like that's probably it. Like I don't know what Reed can really offer besides stretching further.
Yeah, I mean, they also just barely used Sue's other more powerful abilities besides her turning invisible.
Yeah, well, they did at one point with the like when Silver Surfer was going around bashing scenery, and they broke the big Ferris wheel, and then Sue pretty much just held that up.
The scene where Silver Surfer like breaks through her barrier, like when she was like when they were setting up the things to take him off the board, that was so fucking cool looking. Like that really felt scary.
Yeah.
He's like, oh well, he's okay. What do we even do now? Like he's just too strong.
Yeah.
I do like that they had that saving sequence. I think everyone likes saving sequence, like superheroes saving people sequences.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, they're great.
They're
Most
the
of the
best
time, they're
thing.
done really well.
And,
But I think our silence is pretty strong, like powerful there, because God, this movie just doesn't have much to talk. Like,
yeah,
I think the first one, there's a lot of like felt the nostalgia. Felt like it was like a really big splash in the pan. Like they were really trying something new, and this felt interesting. But this one, it was just like the 2-3 years difference of this being made. Like it didn't feel like it was like it just didn't feel like much was going on. There just isn't. It was a much more boring thing. I think what this felt like more than anything, it felt like a standard comic book issue. Like we just watched an episode of a TV episode of a cartoon, and like where everything resets to the way it was before at the end of it. There was one concept, no one really develops, but the villain was defeated. Woo!
Yeah, no, I completely get.
Up to bad again.
Yeah, I agree.
No, I completely get what you're talking about.
I hate that you're so well versed with your words, Jacob.
Thank you.
It makes me jealous.
Yes, be jealous of the dyslexia.
Yeah, but you can speak, you just can't read.
Nah, I speak good.
That's what I just said. But yeah, anyway, so so apparently the studio hated Doctor Doom's makeup, so he remains hidden under a cowl in most of his early scenes. That's funny that the studio just hated Doctor Doom's visuals.
Fair. I mean, I assume pretty intensive for the actor and like the stuff like set up. I don't know how the production thing was like for this movie, but like if that's what they're complaining about, that I assume was quite quick and snappy.
Oh yeah, Jacob. So yeah, Jessica Alba wore a blonde wig because her hair had suffered from all the bleaching in the first one. It's just...
So what about
come on,
the blue
man.
So what about the blue contacts
I don't know.
and the blue
To make
eyeshadow?
to make her more attractive to weirdos, being like, oh yeah, blue eyes, blonde hair, yo, I love this so much.
Well, but
I don't
no,
know, man.
I'm not saying like why they. I know why they did it. They did it to make it more match the comic book idea of her because she is blonde hair, blue eyes.
I
But,
don't
like,
understand the eyeshadow either.
the
That's
eyeshadow
weird.
is crazy as a choice,
That is so weird.
It'd look pretty, I guess.
but
I
it doesn't.
guess.
It looks like
I don't know.
ass.
Oh shit, where was it? Oh yeah, so when Johnny realized he had to he was swapping powers with people, and he swapped it with the thing. It felt wrong that Johnny's hair was still attached to him. Like you could see the hair sticking out the rock. That felt
And also, his
wrong.
voice didn't get more gravelly like Ben's did.
Oh, and his teeth,
Yeah.
his teeth bugged me. It looked.
Yeah.
His teeth look gross.
It felt very wrong.
Mm.
It's like if you're out in nature and you see an animal with a mange, you're like, oh, that feels wrong. It's time to put it down.
What a fucking comparison!
Yeah, I think Johnny Storm as the thing. It's about as wrong as a bear with mange.
What the fuck does mange mean?
It's a
Just
disease.
Google it, Jacob. It's not pleasant.
It's really bad to look at.
It looks like someone. It looks like an animal has gone through
Alright,
the fallout.
I have no physical idea how to spell this.
Mange.
Oh, really? I had no. I didn't think it'd be that easy. Ew! Oh no, it's a dog. I'm scared. I'm tapping out. Why would you make me do that? That's so sad. Why would you do that to me?
I just
You
needed
asked for it.
I needed a comparison for something that feels wrong and fucked up.
Ew, yeah,
And that was just the best one I could think of.
If it looked like that, I would cry.
Sorry to upset you so much, Jacob.
Yeah, bears with mange look terrible. Have you ever seen a dog with mange?
Oh no!
Ruined my day.
I've seen
sure
one
I
in
have.
real life.
Oh
You've ruined
no!
my day. I'm scarred now.
Oh, that's so upsetting.
Badgers with mange are also terrible.
Do that.
Look, Jacob. Just here's the thing: nature is bad.
Don't.
Yeah.
You're bad.
You're bad.
And you're alright.
I didn't make
you.
mange.
You might as
Yeah.
well have made it in my brain. I was living a life mange free. I didn't know what the fuck that shit was.
Welcome to the mange cast.
Yeah, everyone, welcome.
Speaking of bears with mange, though, I love the fact that the thing fucking took on a bear off screen.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
did too.
just yelled at one. But I think that was the wrong bear. Was it the black bear?
No, it was a brown bear.
It was a brown
Oh
bear.
wow! He overtopped the one where you meant to lay down
Yeah.
/ flush
No.
down.
He beat the fuck out. I assume off screen he beat the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
It would have been iconic to walk back into the next screen with a bearskin hat or something.
Yeah.
That's
I'm imagining he full on restless suplexed it.
Yeah. Fucking RKO'd the bear.
what do you think
Fucking
of
giving the bear the people's elbow.
And from the top room, he goes the people's elbow. Oh, it's devastating.
Ben Grimm with the people's elbow killing a bear.
just hanging it over a tree like a towel?
But I feel like Johnny and Ben are so well realized in this that if seeing them just do wacky shit would honestly be super entertaining.
Yeah, they did
Yeah.
have a lot better banter in this film than they did in the last film.
Yeah, the last one was "I hate you." Yeah, I hate you too. Whereas this one, it's like
I
It's like,
hate you. I hate you too with a cream pie in the face.
it's like I hate you. I hate you. Hey, want to go get a beer? Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I do like especially the boss scene, or when they're like dual being best man. Like it felt very, I don't know. It felt very nice to see them being like the shit on each
Equal.
other kind of friends.
Yeah.
I really fucked with that like the relation with each other.
Yeah.
If only Sue Storm was a character.
Mm.
Yeah, but why would she be? She's just there to be the woman of the team.
But I did also remember that in my child memories, I remember her relationship with the Silver Surfer being more than 5 minutes. Like, I didn't think it was just one conversation and then he decides to not kill the world. Because she looks like his wife. And look,
No, not looks like, reminds him of.
it just reminds him of. I'm like, okay.
Because she's nice?
But she wasn't, though. She wasn't. She was
I
like,
mean-
why are you doing this? Please stop.
I mean, she was kind of
Yeah.
nice. She was like,
Oh my God.
hey, what's going on? There's going to be more than what they're just killing the planet and giving Egypt a snowstorm.
No, the Silver Surfer's abusive. He's so used to hearing his wife say, why are you doing this? Please stop.
Jesus Christ!
That's what all she said, and it apparently reminded him of his wife.
Good
Because she
God,
gave her the
Jacob.
gentle hand. Oh, Jesus Christ, Jacob.
You should be Mange. You have
we're gonna need to put-
nothing to stand on.
We're gonna need to
Yeah,
put
well, this
content
isn't a
warning for
visual
that.
medium. It's an auditory medium. The
Hey,
people
well,
don't.
It's
The people don't have to go up
listeners-
and look up Mange.
the listeners can look at Mange if they want, but now we all have that visual of abusive Silver Surfer. I need to put content warning in for domestic abuse.
And
Oh,
Mange.
God damn it, Jacob.
No, the Mange is on you, Jacob.
That's crazy.
Hey, look, if you're not a pussy, it doesn't look that bad. I'm sorry.
Also, on the effects of the Silver Surfer, seeing the effects for the new Silver Surfer in the new movie, it doesn't look that different.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Hmm.
Which isn't a bad thing.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's like
Silver Surfer look great in this.
I am
Hunger.
still very excited for the new Fantastic Four film.
Yeah, same. Which, like, I don't think we're doing an episode on, but you'll see us go to a showing of it on social media. So you should go follow us on there.
Links in the description.
Yeah. What do you think of Andre Breuer?
Brower.
Breuer's
who the
partner,
fuck
Brower.
that is.
Captain Holt.
Captain Holt.
Oh,
He was the general.
yeah, he was there. He was annoying. He died like a bitch.
He died
deserved it.
being turned into a pile of dust.
Yeah, he deserved
Highly
it.
detailed dust.
Oh no, Doctor Doom did something bad. Who would have guessed?
Doctor Doom executed him in the same way that he executed that guy in the last film.
Yeah. And he didn't even like contribute to any part of the science either. He literally was just there, wandered around the facility, killed the guys as soon as he got what he wanted, fucking dipped. Why'd they call him in? Like,
I
what?
don't know.
I don't know, man.
It was a weird choice.
Look, choices were made, Jacob. I don't know.
He deserved to die. His actions are his consequences from his own actions.
Your words, not mine.
I stand up.
Sorry, I decided to go on a different route where I was trying to figure out if I'm the actor who played
I don't know any owl in this movie.
No, shut up. Trying to figure out if the person who played Alice Masters was actually blind.
Alyssa.
Alyssa.
Oh, I was curious about this too. I was curious about that while watching it. I think no.
I'm thinking no as well.
Yeah, I don't
Probably.
think she was. Is.
She is now blind, though. If I have anything to say about it.
Harry Washington.
Yeah. So what I'm seeing is she's not actually blind.
Yeah, no, I've pretty sure seen her other stuff. She's definitely not blind.
Yeah. Never mind then. I was just curious about that. Let's see. What other notes do I have?
I don't really
Um,
have any other notes.
um, let's see. I thought the general kill was otherwise pretty fine. I discussed the Johnny Storm and X thing crossover thing. Uh, the resolution felt a bit quick because
Yeah,
it was like, all right, yes, I saved you, Sue Storm. Anyway, I'm gonna go kill Galactus by flying into him.
Yeah,
And now wedding, and hey, let's skip to the end part. By the way, we're in Japan now,
which is okay.
and
I don't know why the wedding worked in Japan but never worked in
New
America.
York. Yeah,
I'm like, oh, okay,
I don't know.
sure.
I guess like just they're like I
Japan,
don't know, like
I
it's
guess,
away from
yeah,
it's away from all the publicity and shit.
but it's not.
I don't know, man. But they're like, all right, anyway, so let's wrap this up. Cool. Yep, we're married anyway. Let's go. But yeah, I don't know.
The celebrity wedding had about 20 people in attendance.
I'd say less. There wasn't that many people there.
No one fucking came.
Well, it's because they didn't want anyone there.
Dude, I bet no. I bet everyone came to the first wedding. It's like 200 people.
Mm.
Then the world started falling apart while they did that, so they were like, and they're like, all right, second time. Maybe a little less people came, but most people came. But then another thing happened. So by the time the third one comes around, you have to be kind of fucking insane to go to that wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And those last like 12, they were like, yeah, all right, worth.
You know who your real friends are, I guess.
Although none of them are named. Also like that. I also like the thing of like Sue has no friends besides
Alyssa.
besides someone else and besides one other person's girlfriend, and they
Besides
know
Alyssa.
no other people.
Alyssa and Ben Grimm, and that's it.
Yeah, they could have had the Simpsons there. They had the rights.
Or any X-Men.
True.
I don't. That wouldn't be any.
She's just a casual. She has just a casual friendship with Sue. Oh, wait, no, with the Storm.
Yeah.
I'd say Sue Storm, but no, just Storm. Yeah. But hey, would you like to go to popular reviews?
I think that's a good idea.
All right. Starting us off with is that an uppercase I or an uppercase or a lowercase L?
It's
Uh,
Iman.
Iman Villani, with 2 stars. Don't be shy, show Galactus. Yeah, what a word that would have been.
2.5 by Yaz. The Silver Surfer is so attractive to me, probably because he's a man who hardly speaks.
4 stars by Pablo Honey. Silver Surfer, I came to destroy your planet. Sue Storm, please don't do this, ooh. Silver Surfer, ooh, ooh, love.
I like it. I like how you're not even saying the emojis. You're just giving them the voice vibe. It's like the oh god, 3.5 stars by Maddie. Must be a good. Oh wait, must the movie be good? Is it not enough to have Chris Evans whine about ruining his Dolce suit?
I did love that. Oh god, no one will ever hold up to Chris Evans as Johnny. It's just not nearly as good.
3 stars by Ludovic Bagman. I was absolutely shocked when it was revealed that Doctor Doom was up to no good.
Oh, I found it amazing one.
1.5 stars by Zara Gwen. Jessica Alba looks more like an alien than the Silver Surfer.
I saw that, and I'm so happy you.
I was hoping you got that one.
Because we talked about her weirdly blue eyes and blonde hair, and then blue eyeshadow for so long.
Yeah. And spoilers for next one: they don't learn their lesson.
They do not. God. Okay. No stars, but a heart from Chloe. 2 thoughts. A, honestly, this movie was ahead of its time. It's so fucking funny, even when it's not meant to be. B, Chris Evans, please love me back. I think Finn wrote that review. Or Jacob. God.
I got one I want to say.
Oh no, you go.
2 stars by George Carmi. an enjoyable delight, but nothing I can truly defend. That's all. That's where I feel about this one in particular, because I did actually enjoy myself quite a lot.
Yeah.
I couldn't rate it above 2 stars.
2.5 by Sammy. I love that Ben Grimm, made of rocks, doesn't believe that Johnny Storm, made of fire, saw a man made of silver flying with a surfboard. Absolute cinema.
Yeah. That happens a
That is
lot
pretty
in
funny.
these movies where people are like, there's no way!
I don't believe you. Maybe you saw something. Maybe you hit your head, you idiot. It's like, I saw it.
Sorry,
We went to space!
I want to say this one purely because I don't get it. Spike, 2 stars. Teletubbies walked so Silver Surfer could run.
What
I
does
don't,
that
what?
mean?
I don't get the context.
What does that mean?
In CGI, maybe?
Maybe? Did he have a... Oh, wait, no, he had the telly in his stomach at one point, didn't he?
Oh my god, he did.
Oh my god.
You're so right.
That makes sense. It makes sense, guys.
Genius.
Oh, we love you, reviewer. That's
Smarter
awesome.
than anyone in the entire movie.
Just accidentally punched my bookshelf. It's not
My
even
God.
in reach. How the fuck did I do that?
Oh god. Well, hey, maybe that's where we should end this.
Sorry, no,
yeah.
one more.
Yeah.
1.5 by Austin. No cops at Pride, just Johnny Storm flying around yelling "Flame on."
You know what? Yeah. But I think that's where we should wrap up this beautiful episode of Why Did We Watch This Movie? Movie? Fuck. Whatever. Anyway, so, Jacob, promote, plug, whatever.
D&T. We don't make episodes, but we make shorts. By we, I mean Sky. Watch those.
Jacob, when's the next episode coming out?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, that's fine. Anyway, so...
Not fine. What?
We'll discuss it. I'll discuss it with him. I'll edit the episode. Fuck it, we're doing it live. Anyway, so yep, do all that. Yeah, what's the shorts? Roundabout Productions, baby, let's go. Fucking all of our shit's in the description down below. Follow us on Letterboxd, where you can see all the other movies we talk shit on or love. And yeah, we'll see you all in the cinemas. Bye-bye.
Bye.